Fuck it. We're live. I probably should have swore right in the beginning of the stream because now I can't monetize the stream, but I don't care. I can't wait. I'm not going to be in the studio today. I'm going live right now. We're talking about it. Bro, there's more its. There's more than just one it. That's the crazy part. I couldn't sleep last night. I didn't sleep the night they beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Last night I didn't go to bed till probably like four, four or five. Just riding off the high. If anybody's new here, what up though? Welcome. We're the Woodward Heavyweights. I'm the Woodward Heavyweights. I'm easy. My guy Spin More Racks. He's at the crib. Not able to make it in the studio today. A little too turned up. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But the Detroit Lions have not beat, molly whooped the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field on primetime television in front of their mothers, in front of their wives, their daughters, their sons, their grandparents, their fans. Whooped that ass ferociously and unforgivingly. Remember there's like a 20-year stretch the Detroit Lions didn't win at Lambeau Field? And now we're going on, if I'm not mistaken, so someone feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, 4 straight? Not at Lambeau Field, but just whooping the Packers in general. Man. And then you wake up today, obviously still feeling really, really good about that situation. And then something comes across my screen, a Twitter notification about Jameson Williams and some Titans player reinstated to the NFL. Matter of fact, I'll find the tweet and then I'll pull it up. I'll probably try to put it on screen, but I'll go off my guy Justin Rogers. Shout out Justin Rogers from Detroit News. He says, "Well, Jameson Williams' suspension has been lifted as part of a new agreement between the league and the players' union on the gambling policy. He can play as soon as this week." What? What? What is happening right now? This is crazy. This is wild. This is beautiful. There's just so many words I can't explain. Last night after the game, man, I got like, I'm not gonna apologize to Jared Goff because like this is, but he looked better. He looked better last night, and I'm not even talking about like necessarily the throws, like his wherewithal within the game. Like I think it was like 11-yard run that he had into the goal line situation. Like that's the type of like baller-ish I haven't really seen of him. And obviously he did the same last week too. Had a touchdown last week as well. Obviously through the interception too. Like you're gonna get what you get with Jared Goff when it comes to throwing the football. You have a genius, Ben Johnson, for that reason. But Jared Goff just stepped up, and that's the stuff that you never really seen from him. The improvision. He never improvised in those moments. He never had like a situation go bad and he turned into something good. And if he did, it was far and few between. But 2 weeks in a row now, we've seen this attribute from Jared Goff. I love it. I love that. It's phenomenal. It's amazing. But then you also just added Jameson Williams to the mix. It can't be real. It really it doesn't feel that way. There's so many things I could speak on. I got a video of the Green Bay Packers head coach speaking at the podium last night. Thought my man was gonna cry. All right, he called out a reporter, told him it was a BS question. You know, those situations don't happen unless your team's losing and your team's embarrassed, which they are. Let me get some logos up in this thing right quick. Let's see which one's bigger. I'm gonna use this one. Let me find the video of Matt LaFleur. By the way, Dan Campbell owns Matt LaFleur. Dan Campbell's record against Matt LaFleur. I'm gonna pull up and tell it to you right now. I want to say it's 4-1. Record versus Packers. Yeah. He is 4-1. Oh, hold on. Also, another thing too. I mean, I don't know how long this is going to be a thing. The home studio thing. I like Colin Cowherd. I'm a Colin Cowherd fan. He does his thing when he's right, when he's wrong. I think I'm gonna have to do that today. I might have to do that when it comes to JG16, aka Jared Goff. They would have to do that when it comes to Jahmyr Gibbs. Be negative today, though. We're not being negative today. And I think some people, well, I know I'm gonna do it when it comes to. Oh, by the way, shout out my FTP. Fuck the Packers merch, questionable tees. But AG, I started a campaign last year. I branded it, gave it a slogan. I think next thing up is a T-shirt. I don't know if we got ops still in that vicinity, but defend the Glen, baby. What is up? What the fuck is up? Where's everybody that wanted the man fired week 2? Where's everybody that had irrational feelings about shit they witnessed with their eyes? That's the shit that blows my mind sometimes when it comes to like some fans. I'm not calling out all fans, but some fans they go through these things with the teams and we may lose a game and like, you're ready to fire somebody. You're ready to trade somebody if they get hurt or something like that. Blows my mind. There's no there's no realism there. You're pretending like the little bit of success that we have seen, that the context always matters. And I love people who have numbers to throw out there in front of it too. But like Aaron Glenn, we talked about it before the show yesterday in one of our by the numbers segments. Since Aaron Glenn's become the defensive coordinator of the Detroit Lions, Aaron Jones have yet to run for over 100 yards against this team. I know he's come back from a hamstring injury, and no one's scared of A.J. Dillon. And we knew that was shut down. If you guys watched the Woodward heavyweights, I was telling you that last week too against Bijan Robinson. That's going to carry on for the rest of this season. And if you don't believe me, just look back at some of the games they had last season too. Remember when in New York and they beat the Giants? Saquon Barkley, 22 yards, something around that area. What was the question for AG? Was the secondary, and it was a legitimate question. But again, along with the context, you have a young team, you have a new system, and we just didn't really have guys back there in the secondary. Jeff Okudah wasn't a Brad Campbell. Brad Campbell. I mean, that works. They are a marriage, but Brad Holmes, Jeff Okudah wasn't a Brad Holmes guy. So he has this offseason. Probably has like the front seven kind of like in place. Re-signed Alex Anzalone. You drafted Jack Campbell. Malcolm Rodriguez, whether you look at it, maybe a little bit of a surprise. He's a stud. Derek Barnes playing out of his mind. You feel uncomfortable there. So what they did, they went out and signed this guy named Cam Sutton from the Steelers. Almost like the Green Bay Steelers. I have no clue why that almost came out of my mouth. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Quiet name. He's like one of your favorite players, favorite player type dudes. And then also on top of that, they went and got Emmanuel Mosley, who, by the way, expect him back next week. Expect him back next week. This is a big pivotal game and a guy that hasn't really played in this system very much. So Emmanuel Mosley kind of sat out. And obviously still coming back from not only his ACL injury, but the hamstring injury he suffered and the recovery from that. Chilled today. Chilled yesterday because we didn't need him. We didn't need him because this guy that people want to fire, Aaron Glenn, is fucking balling right now. And there are apology forms. And I need them. I need them on this motherfucking desk. Sorry if you got kids in the car. I apologize. Hope you guys do good in school. But anyway, so Brad Holmes adds Cam Sutton. He has Emmanuel Mosley, who I got this sidetracked by because we haven't even seen him yet. Jerry Jacobs, did he have a bad game against Seattle? Absolutely. Inexcusable performance against Seattle. Spoke to him last week. Spoke to him after the Falcons game. Good bounce back game. In the right headspace. Jerry Jacobs turned up in the club for his birthday this week. Happy belated. I was nervous for him this game because I look at the Green Bay Packers and Jordan Love, I don't really know if we have an answer yet. I got a feeling it's not anything elite, for sure not anything elite. I mean, I see a lot of national pundits giving this guy excuses like, okay, it's his first couple starts. So he has to get used to it. Bro, you've been in the league 3 years, bro. We've seen rookies come out the hottest starts than this. Although he's doing okay, I don't think he's going to be anything elite. We'll see. Maybe we'll see. But say what you want about the Green Bay Packers. I think they do have a talented pass-catching unit. When Luke Musgrave obviously left early last night with the concussion, but Christian Watson, I think, something to be fearful of. I respect Romeo Dobbs. Jaden Reed showed flashes in his rookie year. And whoever this Wilkes kid is, I'm not concerned about him. I'll step him aside. If there's a Green Bay Packers fan listening, maybe you can enlighten us. But AG, Jerry Jacobs, Cam Sutton, my ad, Tracy Walker in there, knocking dudes down to the ground too. Love that. If you Melifonwu, the secondary was the concern for this defense, and they addressed it. They finally got some guys back there. If you Melifonwu was drafted to play the cornerback position, they moved him to the safety spot. I think that's brilliant. You got a guy who can cover receivers, but also big enough to step up there and run. He's like 6'3", 200-something pounds. He just wasn't going to cut as a cornerback. You can't be as physical as you used to back in the Legion of Boom days. I don't know, bro. Defend the Glen, baby. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm rambling. We got some comments in the chat. Hey, by the way, we are not going to be live today at 5. The Woodward Heavyweights will not be on they'll be on Woodward Sports, but not going to be the Woodward Heavyweights. So be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream, hit that like button. Guys, Professor JB. I woke up in a new Bugatti. You did. You definitely did. That's. I don't own a Bugatti. I never drove a Bugatti, but I gotta assume this is the feeling. This is the feeling. How do you wake up on a Victory Friday? And it's a Victory Friday because you played primetime TV against a division opponent. Whoop that ass by double digits, double scores, triple scores. Well, two scores, I guess. And then the NFL's like, yeah, you know what? Lions got it going on. Lions got it going on. We're just about to, you know what? We'll just change some rules real quick. JMO, you come back. That suspension was BS anyway, baby. You know what I'm saying? We're really not tripped. JMO, you weren't even betting on the NFL. You weren't even you were with a team, a hotel, allegedly. Why 6 games? That's steep. JMO, we're sorry. We saw the numbers on the national television last night. We need you in this game. We need you in this game, JMO. I don't know what to expect out of JMO either because he did suffer a hamstring injury himself before being shut down for the rest of the preseason. I don't know if you guys remember that. And also, I mean, I don't know how early he was alert to this news. I'm assuming it was, I know for sure he got it by last night because he posted a video shaking his dreads in celebration. It could have been another win, or it could have been for the fact that he's returned to the team, the Detroit Lions, FTP, questionable tees. I'm gassed right now, boys. I'm gassed. And like I said earlier, too, won't be on Woodward Sports today. Make sure you guys hit the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. Hey, they owe him 2 games towards the next suspension and a bag. CT Squid, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You know how they're gonna make up for those 2 games too? Or a little bit. By the way, I know we won. I don't care. The referees got to be addressed. The referees have to be discussed because they're disgusting. That shit they tried to pull last night. And I'm still happy with my win. Don't get me wrong. But you see what they tried doing to us. Not anymore. Not anymore. And then if you don't know what I'm referring to last night. There was a helmet to helmet call on Alex Anzalone. On top of that, there was the clock hit quadruple digits before the third quarter ended, and they completed a 40-yard pass to Jaden Reed, and then the refs let that one hold. Dude, we've seen live action pause stopped so they can reset a clock. That was wild. But oh, CT is Dan Campbell speaking right now? MCDC said his hammy is good. Talking about Jameson Williams? Hold on. Hold on. Come on, guys. Come on. Honestly, though, I'm being honest with you guys. I still don't know what to expect because, like, I know he'll be in it. He was there all offseason. It's just a Lions fan. We've been like programmed. We've been conditioned to like always be on the lookout, always be on the alert. You can't really allow yourself to get too happy just in case things aren't real. But this shit's real, bro. Right? I mean, I'm not fucking dreaming, am I? It's beautiful, man. I'm gonna find that video of Matt LaFleur too. I really thought Dog was gonna cry. It was not a good look on Matt LaFleur's part. Kind of snapped off on the media. And I mean, again, whatever. Like if I don't care actually. I don't give a fuck. Matt LaFleur, you cry all you want. He's crying because he's got whooped by his daddy, Dan Campbell. He got that ass smacked by Dan Campbell. Man. And I really didn't like write down a segmented sheet of things to talk about. I really just wanted to get live and let you guys know that we're probably going to be here for the intermediate on the Woodward Heavyweights channel. So I definitely really would appreciate anyone's going to hit that like button, anyone's going to share this onto Twitter, Facebook, Lions groups, YouTube, and wherever it's felt needed. And obviously going to link up with guys like Dosa Dion, Micro Mike, Spinny obviously will be joining us. I'll try to reach out, get Spinny on the show today. It's just good times, my boys. Good times. Jared Goff. We ain't got nothing segmented about. I'll pivot to this conversation. Jared Goff last night, man. One of the first passing plays of the game could possibly have been the first passing play. I was in the kitchen over at the Woodward Sports Studio, held to the TV, interception. Russell Douglas. And some people like if it's early enough in a game, I'm not gonna overreact. I'm gonna be pissed and I'm gonna like obviously clown it when it comes to like just giving my boy some shit. But like with Jared Goff, some of that stuff comes with the territory. That just what he is he's a winner. He's dependent on the roster and obviously coordinator, but we have those things. We really do. My only I've always acknowledged him as a good quarterback, just not great. And you can win games with guys like that. We've seen Jared Goff win games like that. Well, what he's showing me a little bit that he did in LA too, and obviously younger back in LA. It's not like he's 30 years old even, but uh, he's starting to run a little bit now too. And guys, I'm not asking anybody to be a scrambling quarterback. I'm not a big believer in scrambling quarterbacks. What I am asking you to do is be a mobile quarterback. Be able to manipulate the pocket if a play is breaking down, or we should be able to like just hey, if your guys are covered, tuck the football, go and get 4 or 5 yards. And sometimes 6 to 8, 9, 10, 12, however you want to look at it, if it's there. I know Jared Goff isn't the most athletic quarterback. We've seen him last week struggle to jump into the stands after he scored a touchdown. I witnessed it. I was there at the game. But Tom Brady wasn't that either. And last time I checked, Tom Brady's the greatest of all time, the best to ever do it. And one thing that Tom Brady was always elite at was QB sneaks. One thing that Tom Brady was brilliant at is like he wasn't the most athletic guy, but if there were 4 or 5 yards there, he would just take them. Just take them. The one thing I am asking Jared Goff to do in those situations, though, slide. Please slide. Please, JG. The Lions need you this year. They really do. I like Teddy Bridgewater. Listen, look how the Dolphins are steamrolling right now, looking phenomenal. And I think that's part of a little bit coaching there over there too. Obviously, you got talent as well, part of that situation. But when Teddy Bridgewater entered that situation as the backup quarterback, who had been with them all season, by the way, he didn't win any games. The Dolphins weren't doing the things they're doing now. I mean, they weren't doing the things they're doing now last year either way, but Teddy B wasn't doing those things. Teddy B's not doing that here in Detroit either. Maybe like help you survive a couple games against like the Panthers, the Buccaneers, like shit like that. Maybe sure, yeah, but he ain't winning games. And God bless Hendon Hooker. You guys know I was super excited about the Hendon Hooker situation just because we weren't handcuffed to the Jared Goff marriage. And again, Jared Goff is nice. Don't get that wrong. But he ain't gonna be ready until like week 13. Just slide, Jared, please. But I love everything you've seen out of him. And another guy, Jared Goff's second favorite target, if you will, Sam LaPorta. Samuel LaPorta. Fun fact: Sam LaPorta's mom caught that bit that we did about them being Italian, and like the day he was drafted, and she messaged. She's like, "I'm the real Sam LaPorta's mom," and I proved these messages. One of the best DMs I ever got randomly. But either way, Sam LaPorta is the real fucking deal. Sam LaPorta is going to be a superstar tight end in this league. He just has the girl's beard in a little bit, Once you a little bit of that. Sam LaPorta's after the catch ability to break tackles and rumble and stumble for 5 to 6 more yards on every single catch. He's a rookie. He's a fucking rookie, guys. I know rookies perform, not at the tight end position. They don't do this in the rookie years of tight end position. The single season record for tight end yard wise, 1,000 yards, 1,076 yards, I think it is by Mike Ditka. It's somewhere within the vicinity, which is a super old record. And by the way, Mike Ditka put up those type of numbers back when they were in fucking leather helmets or whatever he did back then. Phenomenal, amazing. Cats off to that one. But we got one, folks. We got maybe the next Mike Ditka, maybe better than Mike Ditka. It's Sam LaPorta. This is bro. Hold on. How old is this kid? How old is Sam LaPorta? He's 22 years old. Anyone in the stream that's like made that I feel like it was like 27. And I don't know if it's like a real dad string thing, but like a 27, maybe 25, get a little early, 26. There is a dad strength. There is a grown man strength that settles within your body. And no, it may not be like the amount of weight you lift, but it's just there. It's a fucking manliness about you. This guy's 22 years old, and I know these people are super athletes. And maybe developing he has the grown man strength right now, but I don't fucking know. He maybe not. And either, regardless of the way, he's just gonna get better at the position through natural, through just natural fucking like experience. 1,000 reps. It's, Sam LaPorta is gonna be he is a star. Sam LaPorta is gonna be a star for the Detroit Lions team. He does multiple facets of the game well too. It's not just catching the ball. That's it's not the extra yards that I love, by the way. Love. And it feels like a clutch moment every single time, bro. But also blocking. Say what you want. That really wasn't one of the highlights on his resume coming out of college was his blocking abilities. At least for me. I mean, obviously, Iowa tight end, they're really fucking boring, running the ball, real Big Ten, Mike Ditka style football. So we should have known. But like, for at least for me, I didn't expect him to come out the gates blocking like this. I didn't expect him to come out the gates doing anything like this. This is insane. And then you just added Jameson Williams back, which, like it or not, Jameson Williams, you say what you said in the offseason, and I think I may have said some things. I know my guy Flannel Sam has said some things, but just being, little like, hey, what's going on? And some people are thinking the same things with Jameer, although it's only 4 games in with Jameer. But like it or not, Jameson Williams' deep threat ability, teams have to be aware of at all times. It's just a reality of it. And I only tie the Jameson Williams into the same LaPorta topic because when Jamo takes them deep, it opens up that middle of the field area where Sam LaPorta is going to eat. And I don't know if there's going to be extra, tight ends or not tight ends. I'm sorry, yo. Yo, you see the DNC, ENT, yo, easy. You see if you got DMT on Twitter. No, I will check it. But I'm not talking about safeties or whatever. Safety's going to be trying to stop that guy, Jameson Williams. That's who the safeties are worried about. And Sam LaPorta is gonna have to go against the weak whoever's down there fucking with him. And guess what? Ain't nobody fucking with him. Holy shit, man. Dan Spanos. LaPorta is a dog. CT Squid. No block, no rock. You ain't lying. Let me see. I got some couple more comments here. Sorry, guys. I was looking up Sam LaPorta's age. I was like this. Let's go, J-Mo, baby. J-Mo, Sun God, Sammy the Door, Ja, Demo. We didn't even talk about Demo yet. Oh my God. If you got when Dave Montgomery was signed, I was lit. I was lit. One thing I will always say about myself, and I don't want to take this away from me. I get it, we are fans of certain teams, but like I will respect a good player. I don't like him. Quay Walker's like an asshole, 1,000,000%. Good player. Aaron Rodgers, asshole, great player. Dave Montgomery played for the Bears. If you know me, I hate the fucking Bears. I hated the Bears. Hate them still. I almost said past tense because it feels like they're dead now. Started the season 0-3 and things aren't looking pretty. But I was always respectful of Dave Montgomery. I always knew the trash ass Bears were trash ass Bears, and Dave Montgomery still able to do the things he did in that Bears uniform. And then we had Jamal Williams, who was a backup running back in Green Bay. Still is a backup running back, by the way, Jamal. I'm sorry you didn't get the starter money you wanted, but come on, brother. Let's be real. Anyway, Jamal breaks Barry Sanders' record, and then he signs in New Orleans. Everyone's freaking out. Actually, I think we signed Dave Montgomery first. It doesn't matter. As soon as we signed Dave Montgomery, and I knew if Jamal Williams had his first 1,000-yard season, and he's breaking Barry Sanders' record behind this offensive line, that if we got a David Montgomery, who in fact has might be the second most now. I'm just gonna say second. Fuck it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. The second most broken tackles since being drafted. Behind this line is good things for us, yeah? Bad things for everybody else. Bad things. And again, it's a compliment of Jared Goff. It is a compliment to Jared Goff. It allows Jared Goff to do what Jared Goff does best, and it's that play action pass. And another thing for Jared Goff, where I went crazy, where I love Jared Goff now too. The block he threw last night for Khalif Raymond. Oh, oh, Josh Reynolds, one-handed catch. I was nervous about him last night because of the groin injury. Bro, Josh Reynolds been giving you work. Khalif Raymond been giving you work. Hell, you went 9-8 last season, damn near without Jameson Williams. And now you got Jameson Williams. And you know they're running to the ground. On the same play we ran with Leaf last night with JMO, and he's housing. You're fucking so right. You're so fucking right. CG Squid, how about JG calling out Fitzgerald? Hey, you know that meme with the kid at Popeyes? He's like, last week when I was in the locker room or whatever you call it, dapping everybody up. We posted the picture on our Twitter at Woodward Heavyweights. I'll retweet it from my speakeasy account. But that was me when JG came out of the tunnel. No, I'm playing. I gave JG the head nod. He gave me the head nod back. I could tell, you know. I mean, JG hears him. But hey, if that's what motivates you, let it motivate you. Tom Brady had a clip go viral just the other day when he was like, and I think all competitors do this, but I know the elite competitors do this regardless, no matter what. But they make shift narratives in their heads. On sometimes they're there. For Jared Goff, the narrative 100% is there. Obviously, he was traded from LA. Obviously, he was kind of doubted, been doubted nonstop, been disrespected nonstop. And that narrative in itself is already there. But the great athletes make those narratives regardless. Tom Brady had one where he's like, I had to make myself hate the other guys across from me before they played the game. And JG obviously got that too. Think about it this way, right? Quarantine, we all watched the Michael Jordan doc. If you didn't, shame on you. It was phenomenal. But the Michael Jordan doc, he's looking at the iPad or whatever. And it felt like every other day, because it was coming out in segments, right? Every day it was like, I took that personal. Yeah, I didn't really like the way he was talking to us. And I took that personal. Like time and time, over and over again. And by the way, that's Michael Jeffrey Jordan, the GOAT, 2-3. Everyone's wearing the shoes. Everyone's rapping about it. That's Michael fucking Jordan. That's just like a key attribute of great athletes, in my opinion. And JG quite clearly has that. He also has the fucking cojones of steel. And I'll give him all the credit. Cojones of steel on national television to look across Ryan Fitzpatrick and be like, oh, I'm a poor man's Matt Ryan, huh? I'm glad I can play up to your standards. Or however he said it. That was fucking hard. That was tough. That was nasty. Oh, man. What is this from Shout JGB, one of our first subscribers ever. This is MCDC when asked about being the hunted now. If you're hunting us, you won't have to look far. We'll be right in front of your porch. Get the fuck out of here. No, he didn't. Did he say that shit for real? That's a bar. JGB, come on. He said that? That's the hardest shit. That is the hardest shit. You guys ever see that video of the cop? He's like in Louisiana or whatever. He's like out there with all the cops and like the black community leaders, and he's like, I actually know this guy too. He's a New Orleans rapper. We follow each other on Instagram. But he's like, what are the gang name is? Well, we'll make something up. I don't know. Bebop and Rocksteady. Bebop and Rocksteady. We won't be we won't be hard to find neither. We be on your front porch looking for you. We're right here. Come on down. That's what Dan Campbell just pulled. Did he really just say that? If you're hunting us, you won't have to look far. We'll be on your front porch. I'll bring it to your front porch like you're older than me. Pinch yourself, big guy. I got to, man. I can't be the only one who, be honest. Did anybody else ask themselves the same question? Like, is this shit real? Is this real? Wild. Rock Howard, JMO back. Yeah. Guys, we won't be on Woodward Heavyweights tonight. Make sure you hit that like button, share the stream. We'll probably be here on this channel for the time being. Lock in. Hit the like button. Definitely can use it this time around. Definitely can use it. Goff has grown a lot in his poise. I still ain't a big fan, but it's his job to lose or earn a bag, and I'd rather have him earn a bag because that means we deep into the playoffs. We went deep into the playoffs. One funky Lions fan, I feel like we're lockstep on a lot of our takes. I might have to agree with you. I might have to agree. My only thing on the Jared Goff has always kind of been like the money situation. In a situation, obviously, if Ben Johnson leaves, but like if we pay him, that means the Lions doing well, right? And I've said this too, by the way, and I know I'm going to hear it either way because people are just stupid. That's how the world works, internet especially. But I've always you saw Daniel Jones get his contract. You saw Geno Smith get his contract, and those like those 2 year, 3 year Florida type things. I think actually Jordan Love got one too, but it wasn't like of that caliber. Jared Goff could get one of those. He is. He is, unless Hendon Hooker's just like out there balling, but like there's just so much like there's beyond just that right now too. He's such a leader in the locker room, and in terms like Jared Goff, I mean he's really the OG. This is a really young team, guys. I know if you looked at him doing the mic'd up last week, but he hit the group, smacks somebody on the bottom, and he's like, "It's the one, it's the one." Through the tutty to Sam LaPorta, hit the after he got hit by Calais Campbell. JG's got some swag. We watched him grow into it too. That's the cool part. We got shipped this broken and battered man from LA. Dude was asking for security when he's walking downtown Birmingham. If you guys aren't here in Michigan, I know internet we have Lions fans from all over the place. If you're not here in Michigan, it's like one of the more well-off, affluent areas. Yeah, they had security out there. Just being the fucking, he don't give a fuck now. Talking his shit to national media, talking to football and running. And I said too on the heavyweight show, uh, this dude also forgot what I was gonna say. Totally forgot what I was gonna say. Sorry, guys. Fucking missed me. CTE. I got it. What the fuck was I gonna say? I'm just giving Jared Goff his props. He's grown. Oh, that's exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, guys, this is the best version of Jared Goff. Yeah, we've seen Jared Goff play well. Yeah, we've seen Jared Goff win playoff games. We've seen him go to the Super Bowl. Jared Goff, JG, when he got here, wasn't calling his own protections. That was a Sean McVay thing, or to say to the offensive line. He wasn't. That wasn't like a. That wasn't anything he did. Sean McVay is what many people that are that great at what they do is super freak and super controlling because they have this vision and they want it done just the way it is. And it's part of the reason I'm right here in this basement too. But that's what Sean McVay was. So JG never learned to call his own protections. Comes here, he's up against it. I mean, you guys remember we had Rashard Perriman was supposed to be one of these wide receivers. Terrell Williams. We all kind of like talked ourselves into Terrell Williams being a guy for a minute there. Wild times, wild times. You know, those guys. I don't think neither of them played a single snap in regular season. I think Terrell Williams might have when he got injured, but he was fucked. JG was fucked, so he had to call his own protections. He is forced into it, and obviously with Anthony Lynn, I think there was a little bit of creative differences, and or just he just wasn't doing a great job at it for JG. And here come Ben Johnson to the fold. He takes a couple of wrinkles from the Rams offense that you saw JG be successful with, which by the way is just how you should coach anyone at any level in any profession, in my all due respect opinion. Like if you know somebody works better a certain way, you keep them going that way. It's like when I think it was Frank Ragnow. When Frank Ragnow got here, they tried making him a guard. Does anybody remember that? If I'm mistaken, did they try making a Frank Ragnow guard? And then it turns out he's a pretty good center. Maybe we should just keep him at center. No, like I think I don't know, I gotta double check that. I'm pretty sure they tried moving Frank Ragnow. You know what asshole regime tried doing that too, right? Patricia, the guy who fucking thought he knew everything. Here we go. Yeah, 2018, his rookie year, 16 games played, 16 games started at the left guard spot. But either way, that's one of the beautiful things about Ben Johnson. He is a good coach because okay, we have JG. Here's what he can do. Here's what he can't do. We're gonna expand on this. We're gonna expand on the things like we know we can do. It's how you coach. It's how you do great things. Looks like I'm getting some internet issues. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. I apologize for that. If that is the case. I'm getting a little internet sign. Hope you guys can hear me. Again, if we're doing this, um, definitely gonna make sure the internet's right and tight. Make sure you guys subscribe to Woodward Heavyweights. I don't even know what time. I never want to like kind of interfere to like my guys stepping in for me, so I won't go too far past 5. But figure out time. You guys let me know what times work. Let me get to these comments too. I know there's a lot of them. Frank played guard, but it was a smart move to get him in acclimated to the NFL. Oh, one funky with the fire. Lions mania. Him and JG don't seem to be on the same page. I don't care if he ever gets another snap. I don't know what he's talking about, but I'm gonna say a positive moment. By the way, Lions mania. Where's Marvin Jones been at? Look, cool with Marvin. Marvin likes the heavyweights. Dacked him up just last week. Actually, the week before last week, ski mask week, beginning of the week. Why? I'm not worried. To be honest with you, I'm not pressed over it. This offense is humming, right? We got Jameson Williams back. I ain't tripping. But anyway, speaking of this, I want to touch on this. One funky Lions fan says Frank played guard, but it was a smart move to get him acclimated to the NFL. You might be right, because guess who else is playing out of position on this Detroit Lions team right now as we speak? Rookie Jack Campbell playing the Sam linebacker spot as an edge rusher. Has anyone else been peeping that? Has anyone else seen that? And let me tell you, actually, did he get one last night? I gotta check. I'll check on my phone actually, because every time I search on here, my internet gets all wonky. Hold on, let me close out some of these things. Maybe that might help. Jack Campbell playing the Sam linebacker edge position, and I'm pulling up the stats. I didn't even know what my man did. Probably that's brilliant. I remember scrolling through Twitter a couple times, and I don't want to insult anyone, but people were bitching about James Houston dropping to like in the coverage. And it's like, yo, this guy played linebacker in college. Like he was a true linebacker. Went to Coach Prime. Coach Prime changed his position. And made him a edge rusher. This is going on with Jack Campbell. Actually, it's kind of funny. And obviously, he shined. Got drafted in the NFL. Proved himself in the NFL to a certain extent. Obviously, only seen 1 year of it, but he looked goddamn good. That's undeniable. He's a drop back in coverage, and people were bitching about it. Well, like the beautiful thing is like that's just part of the Sam linebacker job. Like any linebackers have to drop in coverage every once in a while. When you have a Jack LaPorta out there as an edge, which it sound Jack LaPorta, Jack Campbell out there on the edge, it sounds crazy just hearing it out loud. But like in an instance where you have to drop that linebacker, that Sam linebacker in the coverage, that's a beautiful fucking thing. He's long, he's rangy. The dude's 6'5". He got a lot of praise for his pass coverage in college at the college level. And one of the reasons why I was like low on him coming out of the draft was like, yeah, he's 6'5" at the collegiate level. You would think he'd make plays in fucking balls. But obviously Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell, and I feel more so Dan Campbell believed that would translate to the NFL level. And we obviously at the Mike position we haven't seen it, but if he's just getting in at the Sam and just getting his feet wet, similar to what Frank Ragnow did at the left guard position, maybe it's not a bad thing. Because similar to the linebacker on a defense who's calling out all the reads for the defensive line and shoving guys over, moving guys over, you know how middle linebackers do. A center does the same thing for the offense. So it's helpful that Frank Ragnow played the left guard spot, so he's more aware of what a left guard has to deal with and do with, and what type of relationship he has to maintain the tackle next to him. Similar to Jack Campbell at the Sam linebacker spot, who now is aware of what the Sam linebacker, edge rusher, what challenges and tasks that he's faced with on a regular, so he can more empathize with that when making those calls and making those reads, and just having ideas that will help them. Um, that's actually a great point. One funky Lions fan. We might have to link up. You might have to start helping with show prep. Fire. I wish I had an answer for you, man, on that one. Let me see. What happened, Lions Mania? What happened? You gotta tell me. I'm in the same situation right now. Fuck you think I'm doing videos from my basement for? um, LaPorta F-150. I like that. Kevin B. I love our team. Can't afford to double on this offense. CT Squid, you are absolutely correct. 1,000,000% correct. Let me see what else we got here. Man, my phone's getting blown up right now. Let me call Maz back. I'll call him after the stream, actually. Run the same player around you. I'm way behind in these comments. Let me move up. In a minute, JGB. Yeah, JGB, I ain't seen you in a minute, man. Good seeing you. One funky, I haven't seen you in a minute either. But I know you tapped in the morning show. I know how it is with your days if you're working and stuff like that. Campbell's a perfect fit for a Sam Jack role linebacker. I love seeing it, especially when Barnes playing well. Amen, brother. Amen to that. Frank's first year, he played guard until he took over at center. Yep, Larry Legend. Yeah, that kid was born to play for the linebacker. I don't know why they haven't play there. But again, you just learn the spot. Bro, sportsbooks thought they was cute with Monty 10 plus touchdowns at plus 430 and 12 plus touchdowns at, hold on one second, guys. Let me see if there's a video I could play or something. I apologize. I got to take one of these calls. I'm getting blown up way too much.
I hope this franchise wins a Super Bowl, not only for people like me, but especially people like you. And with that, we got to get the fight song in here. Help us out, baby. 10-7, Lions, let's go!
Forward down the field, the Lions team, I will not yield. And when the blue and silver wave, stand and cheer the bright, rah. Go hard, win the game. With honor, we will keep our fight. Down the field and gain a Lion. Go Lions! Who loves you, baby? Woo! Godspeed!
Woodward Sports Network.
Sorry, my phone was getting blown the fuck up. Obviously surprised a lot of people that I'm not on the heavyweights today. Neither will my boy Spinny. Once he will probably be live here for at least a couple of days. It's looking that way. But if it ends up being that way or staying that way, I'm fond of being able to. I like being able to go live when I want to go live or when like there's actual like shit going on. If that makes sense. Like I would love to go live immediately after Detroit Lions win or game in general. And sometimes too, like in the summertime, bro, 2 hours show, bro, be up against it. Yo, Easy Feds finally made an arrest on the murders for Tupac. Get the what? Is that real too? I have to look that up too. That's crazy. I do what I man, just trying to help some kids. Hit the like button, guys, haven't already. I might get going here, or I keep this up. I don't know. Dave Montgomery, we kind of touched on, got his first W against the Green Bay Packers ever. One of the first things he said is like, my son got to watch me beat the Green Bay Packers. Now, as somebody who lives for their son, same way, brother. It's beautiful. That's beautiful, bro. We own them. Own them. Again, I'm just touching on the game just a little bit more, and I'll back off a little bit. Anything about Jameer, anything about Jack, which I feel good about Jack. And let me see what Jameer did, actually. I am curious. He did have a couple runs. I was like, damn. Okay, Jameer. I was finally happy to see that. David Montgomery, though, that's just a different dude. That dude is built differently. Detroit Lions, Packers, stats. Jameer Gibbs. 8 carries, 40 yards. Let's see. We do the pass game. 4 catches, 11 yards. We're not gonna speak on that. We're being positive, right? That could be a next week thing. Wow. Next, I'm gonna hear CJ DJ back. Yeah, man. They gotta give him. They gotta give him a contract, like at least a whole another year or something. You know what I'm saying, so that he can like. Because I'm gonna be real about it. If you were him, well, actually, I'm not being real about it. I'm just gonna ask you to be real about it. Like, ask you guys yourselves this: if you were already kind of like screwed by the NFL already, hitting the free agency market and not getting the contract you felt you deserved or desired, and then you end up here in Detroit as like a prove it deal almost to be within a winning organization, get your name hot, hit it, do a Jamal Williams, make people think you're better than you are. Just kidding though. With CJ he's actually great. And then you get hurt for the season, and you already have that experience of like the free agent market, like kind of like turning its back on you already. I don't know that I would rush so soon to come back and play again for this Detroit Lions team unless that future was secured. You know what I'm saying? That's at least what I'm thinking. Yes, Lions Mania for the time being. Yeah. That show was so beyond, but it's just not going to be the boys, unfortunately. Marvin Tolbert, bro, where have you been? There's so many. There's a couple of names in here that I peep on like the heavyweights channel when we post stuff, and obviously when we're doing shows on here like every day or every week that I never seen on our live show. So shout out to Marvin Tolbert. You're one of them, man. The reason why we've been gone for so long is because we were actually doing like a live show over there on Woodward Sports there for a minute. It's been a minute, man. Ooh, I like this name. White Samurai. Would love to see the secondary at full health, but glad we have backups that can ball out. Amen. Amen. One thing I'm nervous about and waiting to hear a little bit more news about, though, is if you guys noticed, Brian Branch left the game a little bit early last night. I'm going to keep my eye on that situation. He did have an x-ray, and he did not get hurt. He didn't. Sorry, there's nothing negative back on that x-ray, so there's that. Makes anybody feel better. But Brian Branch did get banged up. That part does suck. Not gonna lie. Dominique Davis, didn't know the channel was still active. Hey, we gotta do what we gotta do when it comes to it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, my baby. Hey, the heavyweights is alive and well. You looking at them in the flesh, baby. Gotta get spinning on here too, though. It's no more. Are you guys not getting your shit on this show? No, heavyweights was killing it. Heavyweights definitely killing it, especially in the clip department. I'll go live when I'm at work, so I only catch the beginning. That makes sense. They did free JMO. That's the craziest thing, bro. Jameson Williams is back. FTP, baby. You know what it stands for? I could wear this shirt 2 weeks in a row. You want to know why? Because fuck the Panthers, too. Cool thing about JMO coming back also was in the Panthers game situation. Debacle, we'll call it. So he got a little revenge game in him, too. Jameson Williams got a little revenge game in him, too. CJGJ owes us 3 years now at $6 million. I ain't complaining. I would cash that one in for sure. Marvin say he went on strike to the free JMO. Do you think we beat Tampa Bay and Baltimore on the road easy? Not scared of Tampa Bay. Definitely beat Tampa Bay. I don't care if it's a boat, on a plane, on a train. This Aaron Glenn defense isn't losing to Baker Mayfield. I know they took a loss, obviously, to Geno 2 years in a row now, but 2 years in a row now, Geno looks like a pretty good quarterback, right? And Pete Carroll's also a Super Bowl winning coach. Todd Bowles, Super Bowl winning defensive coordinator, not Super Bowl winning head coach. Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield sucks. No way in hell they're losing to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Baltimore Ravens, conversations can be had there. But I also think that's a super, super winnable game. If you think back to when this team was a lot less talented going up against the Baltimore Ravens at home it took a record-breaking field goal for the Ravens to beat the Detroit Lions. So, no, I'm not scared of them. I think they do have a talented defense, obviously. They have Roquan Smith, who we're familiar with from the Chicago days. Patrick Queen next to him as well. My guy Kyle Hamilton. I think Humphreys got hurt. Or I'm sorry, Marcus Williams got hurt. But Humphreys is one of the best cornerbacks in the entire league. Darius Slade just said it himself the other day in a podcast. I think the Ravens are beatable though, and they're also dealing with a couple injuries. They got a couple offensive linemen hurt. Obviously, the running back situation is not the prettiest. So, yeah, I think those are two winnable games for sure. Like, I don't like end season just because I'm such a Lions fan and like a weirdo. I never feel comfortable to like say win when we're finally in the season because you have to be realistic about situations. But if I'm not mistaken, it goes Carolina at home, Tampa on the road, and the Ravens on the road. I think those are winnable games. I mean, put you this way, say what you want about the Green Bay Packers. They were respectful before they got their asses whooped by the Detroit Lions. But the Lions are 2-0 on the road this year. I think we're going to see a lot of uncharacteristic things from this team, not in like the short term, because obviously characteristically they've been pretty good lately, but in the long term, we've never seen the Detroit Lions be this good on the road. We've never seen the Detroit Lions beat teams that were like above 500. And I think they're going to do that, man. I think they're going to do that. Start the week with a victory Monday, end with a victory Friday, and J-Mo getting let out. Look at God. It feels that way, man. God bless Jameson Williams. Congratulations to him. For sure, for sure. The trash Eagle game was needed to kick defense into shape. Yeah, that was a rough game. Does J-Mo get the 2 extra games pay now since the new rule says he was supposed to be suspended for 2 games, not 4 games? I don't know. That's a good. I mean, I'm assuming he would. Obviously, you can't make up for the games unless they're pulling little Green Bay Packer tricks like they did last night, letting the clock run, throwing the flag for helmet to helmets. Had Aiden Hutchinson on the hands to the face, although he had him right here. Like, that's the thing, bro. I remember the Trey Flowers one. That did look like a hands to the face. And I know it wasn't a hands to the face, but I could see it being perceived as that. The Aiden Hutchinson one, you watch that man dominate these 300-pound tackles and guards all goddamn night. If Aiden had put his hands on his face and his arm fully extended, his head might have popped off his damn body. Referee, Mr. Referee. They tried. Packers just weren't meeting him halfway on that one. What do you guys think of Jordan Love after last night? I'm curious. I have no reservation. The guy's been in the league 3 years. I know as a backup, but like we've seen guys come off after 1 year as a backup and be really, really good. MCDC's clock management has gotten light years better. Yeah, I don't know how to look and view that one. If I'm being honest with you, after that Seattle game, that was kind of rough. Not gonna lie. Rest were trash and still stomped the Packers. Brand new Lions. Couldn't say it better myself, man. It is truly beautiful. Amon-Ra St. Brown got him a touchdown too. Ben Johnson's played. Amon-Ra St. Brown. I don't know if you guys rewatched that play, but he hit a spin move on Rasul Douglas, I believe it was. A spin move in his route running. Filthy. Disgusting. Amon-Ra St. Brown's in. Top 2 wide receiver, without a doubt. Josh Reynolds only 3 receptions, 69 yards. I'll never forget week 1. They had a prop bet on him for 26 yards. And obviously, we were missing J-Mo, and he was kind of like our wide receiver, too. Sam LaPorta tied to St. Brown in yards. And one last catch. I love that kid. Yeah, Montgomery caught the ball, too. I knew he could do it, just simply based on the fact that like that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like your running back's going to be asked to catch a ball every once in a while. God knows Jamal Williams couldn't do it. But Dave Montgomery, two catches, 20 yards, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 2 catches, 20 yards last night. Jahmyr Gibbs, 4 catches, 11 yards. Again, conversation for another day. Rookie year, too. We ain't going to be too harsh on that one. Let's count up these sacks, though. John Kaminsky, well-deserved. The commish. Aleem McNeil, well-deserved. Busting his ass. Aiden Hutchinson, 1.5. We don't got to speak on that. Charles Harris. Charles Harris. I don't know if you guys peeped this, but there were plays where he could have continued pursuing the quarterback, but because of Jordan Love's mobility, he would stop in mid-pass rush, work his way back to the center of that offensive line, and just keep his lane filled. You know what I'm saying? Like keep the rushing lanes full, which like that's AG, by the way. That's an AG thing, but that's fucking beautiful, man. That's such good coaching. Such good coaching. It's beautiful. Isaiah Buggs with the interception last night. I'm sorry, a sack last night too. Jerry Jacobs come back of the day. And got another comment too. But yeah. I appreciate you guys tapping in. If I do this again, I'm trying to get somebody to join. Those Dion, Michael, Mike, whoever you guys want on the show, DM me and let me know. We'll get them on for sure. But for the meantime, the boys will be here on the Heavyweights channel until we figure things out elsewhere. D-line showed great discipline against them. Yeah, it was honestly beautiful. It was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What? Is he joking? He's got to be joking, right? Marvin Jones got cut. Did he really? Is he messing with me? Oh, man. I was about to say. Marvin get cut. He did catch one ball, though, and he did fumble it week 1. It is what it is, my boys. It is what it is. But all right, guys, I'm gonna hop in the chat to let Motor City Mania. I don't know what it is. Gridiron Blitz. I don't know. People that I liked don't like him, and vice versa. So I never know what to do with that situation. I always kind of just let that guy be in his corner of YouTube. But if you want, I mean, hop in his chats and let him know too. Let him know to get me on. Wait, what's going on? Why are there 2 live heavyweight shows right now? David, things went down. All right, Lions won. It's a beautiful sight. Things got ugly for it. But for the time being, the real heavies are gonna be right where we started here in the Woodward Heavyweights YouTube channel. So make sure you guys hit like. Make sure you guys hit subscribe. If you just now join, rewind, rewatch. I mean, anything you do to help out over here at this channel, we're about to be a lot more active on it than we used to be due to some unforeseen circumstances. But appreciate you guys tapping in. Hit the like button. And I'm going to let everybody know in the other chat that we're over here. You know what I'm saying? Should I do a live? Should I troll them live? I kind of want to listen to. I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. All right. I appreciate you guys. Like button, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Appreciate you. We freed Jamo. We did it. We slayed the dragon and we freed Jamo. We went to the dragon's castle, cut its head off, and then freed Jamo. All right. Love you guys. I'm out.
Easy, speak easy, baby.
It's 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 easy, baby.